Hey folks, it's Thrift Guy here, how you doing? Welcome back to Pacific Inlet here on Farming Simulator 17. We are continuing on with our second cut of grass. Once this second cut of grass is done, we are going to be doing some other stuff. I'm not quite sure what the other stuff will be. I'm hoping that we will have enough money to buy a combine. If we've got enough money to buy a combine, then our other stuff will include, hopefully, planting and combining. I don't know if we're going to have time. We are going to be trying to get it all done this week. Obviously, this is our final week. This is our very last week here on Pacific Inlet. And I'm just trying to think of what the timing is of everything as to whether or not I can actually say anything. I think I can say. There will be some interesting stuff coming to the channel either later today or, well, it will be later today. As far as I know, it's later today. But because at the time of recording this, I've not actually got it, I can't really say one way or another. So I'm not going to say anything other than that. But it could prove very interesting. However, that bit aside, I am still doing this for another few days. We're going to finish out the week on this one. And here we go. We'll bring that one round. So we've done once around. Yeah, we'll finish out the week on this one. And I will know more in the next episode. In tomorrow's episode, I will actually know more. So I might be able to talk slightly less cryptically in tomorrow's episode. At least I'm hoping that'll be the case. We'll see. We'll just have to see how it all pans out. But anyway, if we can get this done at a reasonable rate of knots, then we can hopefully get some stuff planted and get some stuff combined and harvested and so on. Now, I did say that I didn't really like the idea of using that big John Deere combine because I thought that it was exceptionally cheap compared to everything else. And a few of you have pointed out, well, actually, that is like real life. You can have, like, a set price, pretty much, for almost everything. But very occasionally, if you're a bit of an astute buyer and you're able to keep your nose to the ground and, you know, well, your ear to the ground, I suppose. Nose to the ground, ear to the ground. It could be either, to be honest. Both fit, actually. You can occasionally come up with a really good deal. Say you find something on eBay that's been mislabeled or something like that. That's usually the case. If you find a really spectacular deal on eBay, you're able to cash in and really make the most of it because, unfortunately for the seller, they've mislabeled it. That's all that's happened, is they've put it in the wrong category. They haven't given it a very good title, and so nowhere near as many people are interested or see it as would otherwise have happened if they had labeled it correctly. Now, could you contact the seller and let them know and tell them to change it? Well, yes, you could. Or you could, you know, just sort of carry on and let it happen, and then you get yourself a really good bargain. It's a moral quandary, and I'm not going to tell you one way or the other which one you should use. You do also find really good bargains. You just happen to find really good bargains very occasionally. Not all the time, but you do occasionally find really good bargains. So it wouldn't be completely out of the way for us to go and get a really cheap combine. You know, we just happen to find a really cheap combine compared to all the others that are currently on the market, and, you know, we can sort of cash in on it. So I think we might end up doing that. We'll see after we've done this little bit of harvesting. So we're going to finish. I'm going to do one more round, I think, with this. So we do 3 passes around the outside. We'll do the same as we did last time. We'll do the 3 passes, then we'll do the baling, and we'll wrap them, and we'll clear the bales out the way, and then we will go back through and we'll do it again with the land work, so that then we can sort of put this one going with the hired help, and we can have the baler running in the field at the same time. At least that's the plan. I'm hoping it'll work out. And I'm also hoping that I've got a little bit of a treat for you once we finish doing this and then we get started on the baling. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty awesome treat. And from what I've seen of it, I haven't actually tested it in-game yet, so I don't know how well it works, but I did see a picture of it in-game, so that does give me a lot of hope. That's kind of what it is I do a lot of, because time is so limited for me, very often, I do a lot of things on a wing and a prayer. That's pretty much how I operate, is winging it and prayering it, and we'll just sort of see how it goes from there. So that's what I've done this time. I'm hoping that it works, and we're sort of operating this one on a wing and a prayer. We've got FS17 coming out very, very soon. I didn't see all of it, but as of recording this, one of the live streams has been done. Simulate was there playing away, and he was looking at some of the placeables and stuff in the game. It looked awesome. I am so excited about this game. I really am. It's like, literally, I feel like a kid at Christmas. I really do. And just seeing Simulate there playing on it and doing all the different stuff with it, there are so many options with it. And the thing that really got me, the thing that I'm particularly interested, well, there's two things I'm interested in. One, you put the placeables down and the terrain forms around the placeable, right? So you're no longer limited to trying to find flat land or having things sticking out of nowhere. The terrain will reform around the placeable, right? You understand what I'm saying here? Basically, you place the item down on some rough land, and the terrain will auto-level itself to fit around the placeable. Now, they did remove the placeable afterwards to test whether or not the land would revert back to what it was previously, or if it stays in the leveled form. It does stay in a leveled form. Some people won't like this, some people will think this is good. It could be a very interesting tool for using for leveling out a large area. Alright, you get a cheap shed or something like that, or a cheap... You can see these turning up very, very quickly in the mod hub. If it's still the mod hub that they use, I don't know about that bit. But a cheap placeable that you put down in order to level a large area, and it's cheap so that you can place it and then you can immediately sell it in order to level large tracts of land. This, I think, is a wonderful idea. You'll be able to level off all sorts of bits. So yes, it is a bit of a nuisance if you place it in the wrong place and you then got this like leveled piece. You may not like that so much, and I can understand you not liking that so much, but I mean, it's a simple case of before you put any placeables down, save your game. That's all I would say is, if you're going to put a placeable down, save your game, and then you shouldn't have any issues. It does look good though. I really love the fact that you'll be able to do that, and it means that you'll be able to place anything you want down, and you'll be able to... it's not just that you can place anything that you want down. Right, I've done that, and if I haven't yet, I will splice in the weekly screenshots. The last weekly screenshot, you got one there of the grass all cut now for the final one. You should be seeing those while I'm getting this forward, and actually, yeah, I'm hoping that you'll have them now. There, I've put in my little bit of silence so that I can see where it is when I'm doing my editing. That's how I do it. If I want to do something, I put in a little bit of silence. So, yeah, we've got this thing, and we're going to be able to place down all kinds of placeables. This looks absolutely brilliant and wonderful and amazing. By the way, those of you who said about the automatic unload for the round baler, the reason I didn't want to use the automatic unload for the round baler on this was so that I didn't automatically unload it accidentally into the lake. I just had visions of me not getting it quite right and the bale rolling into the lake, which is why I disabled the mod. I do normally use it. Normally for any round baling that I'm doing, certainly in like the time-lapse. I don't think I've done very much round baling outside of the time-lapse. Not for a very long time, at least. But yeah, I disabled the automatic round baling, automatic unload, because of the issues with this lake right here. I was quite nervous about the idea of putting a round bale into the lake, so I thought we'd try and avoid that. Yeah, so, placeables. They automatically level the terrain. It doesn't matter where you put the placeable, it will automatically level the terrain. I didn't see very much else from the stream. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I do want to. I really do. I'm hoping to be able to watch a bit more of it so that I can see a bit more about the game. And Another thing that I thought was very, very cool, and I will be making use of, is the fact that you have the horses in the game. You can name them. You can name the individual horses. Now, I've been hoping, many of you know that I have the Great Book of Names, right? I consider each and every person who is subscribed to my channel to be a member of the Thrift Guardians. You are all the Thrift Guardians. In Warcraft, we have the guild, which is called the Thrift Guardians. And so, yeah, Thrift Guardians, that wasn't actually my idea, by the way. It was someone else's suggestion. I just went with it. And it seems to work. So, yeah, Thrift Guardians. Your Thrift Guardians, if you're subscribed to this channel, named Thrift Guardians. If you want to have your book, if your book in the Great Book, the book in the Great Name of Names, if you want to have your name in the Great Book of Names to be a named Thrift Guardian, then you need to either become an active member of the community, commenting regularly on different videos, maybe answering people's questions, that sort of thing, but just being a regular, putting up regular comments. It may take a month or two for me to notice, and it may take, so it may take a while for you to earn your place into the book. I don't just mean like 3 comments in 3 days. You do have to be a regular contributor to the community in general over a period of time. And I'm normally, at the moment, I'm sort of going for... I start to see people's names who start to post regularly, right? And so I do take note. And then after 6 to 8 weeks, if you're still posting regularly, I think, you know what? You've posted quite a lot. I'm going to stick your name in the book. So there's no hard and fast rule. It's just if I think that you've contributed meaningfully to the community, then you earn a place in the book. The other way that you can earn a place in the book, if you're not able to contribute like that on a regular basis, is to support me financially on Patreon. So there's 2 options there. If you support me on Patreon, once the first payment goes out at the beginning of the month, I then add your name into the book. And so you're either able to earn, you can either buy your way into the book, or you can earn your way into the book. And this does, I feel, hold with the initial thing that I said about this channel. There's 2 things I've always said about my channel. One is that I want it to be family friendly at all times. I said that in order to maintain family friendliness, I would avoid discussing politics and religion. And I did go onto a bit of a political discussion last week, for which I would actually like to apologize. Not many people said very much about it. Some of you did, some of you didn't. But I did start talking about politics, and that is something I've always said that I don't want. I don't allow political discussion down in the comments section. I have a great number of world leaders in the world leaders' names in the blacklist, so that if their names come up, the comment is automatically removed. And I've done this for a very particular reason. Also, major world political parties as well in countries all around the world, in order to try to keep politics out. And then I went and broke that rule last week by talking about Brexit, Britain leaving the EU. So I do apologise for that. And in hindsight, I don't think I should have done that, because that was going against one of my own sort of cardinal rules for this channel. So I was wrong to do that, I believe. It won't be happening again. It was intended as a one-off, but in hindsight, I don't think I should have done it in the first place. So anybody that didn't like it, I do apologise. It will not be happening again. It's not something that I want to be doing. So, hang on, what was I talking about? Yeah, the Great Book of Names. And the 2 rules that I had with this channel, the 2 things that I wanted to base this channel around, was it was going to be family friendly. And 2, I wasn't going to be offering any rewards for money. None at all. Was not offering stuff for money. I grew up in a household where money was extremely tight. And if I was a fan of something when I was a kid, I could collect coupons and stuff like that off of the back of cereal boxes and similar types of things. Lots of kids used to do that. They used to put coupons on cereal boxes. They don't tend to do that very much anymore. But you could gather them all up and then you send them off, and you'd get your free thing through the post. And you could get like cereal bowls from Kellogg's and things like that. I had a really cool mug turn up once, and I thought this was really, really awesome. And that was the limit of what I was able to do. If, you know, to join like a fan club or something like that, we had to pay out a load of money. Nope, it wasn't going to happen. I automatically knew that, yeah, it was just something I knew. If it was going to cost money, I wouldn't be able to be a part of it. And I always remember, you know, you eagerly look at the different options to see if there was something that could be done that didn't require money, because money, we you know, it just wasn't a thing that we had a lot of. And I can remember the number of times that I felt really disappointed, the fact that there was not such an option, and I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want to do that, and so I have chosen with this channel to not offer anything for money alone, right? If I offer things for money, be outside of merchandise. I've always said outside of merchandise, because I can't give away merchandise for free if I start doing merchandise. That's not really something that I can do. I don't have piles of money. I've got this on euros and kilometers at the moment. We're in the States now, so we need to move this over to dollars and miles. There we go. So yes, you can buy your way into the Great Book of Names on Patreon, but there is also a way to get in there for free, and at the moment we're about half and half. I think slightly more people have earned their way in than have bought their way in, I would say, actually, but yeah, that's the case with the Great Book of Names. The amazing thing with the Great Book of Names is that in FS19, I did have a point for this. I've been rambling on for absolutely ages, and I've realized now I did actually have a point. FS19, you can name the horses, okay? You can actually you can get horses and you can give them names, which means that anybody who is in the Great Book of Names will be able to turn up in the game, which is just fantastic. There we go. Okay, it's spinning a little bit faster than it was previously. Definitely spinning a little bit faster. You may have already seen it. There we go. Yes, it works. It works. It works. It works. It works. Look. There's my logo on that side. Oh, this is so cool. Right, we need to tip you over. We need to tip you on your side, on your side, on your side. Go, 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 go. Tip over. Tip over. Dave Davidson is the name of the person who contacted me. When I talked about this last week, I was amazed at the number of people that immediately said, oh, I'll do that, Frith. I can do that. I can do that for you. It's no problem at all. And I was genuinely, I was gobsmacked by the number of generous offers that I had for people who said, oh yeah, we'll do that. I will do that. I will do it for you. I will make you those bales. I tell you what, I'm just going to get another one. He's definitely sped it up a little bit. It's definitely faster doing the wrapping than it was the first time round. But yeah, there was loads of you. Dave Davidson actually contacted me on Facebook and gave me pictures. He sent pictures. He'd already done it. He'd gone ahead and done the job already. Just sent me some pictures to say, here it is. Look, I've done that. What you asked for. There, look. It says Frithgar right there. That's so cool. Let's get another. I'll tell you what. I know. We'll go around and we'll do all of these because it does wrap rather fast. This one does, which is really good. I think he may have done this because he got bored with watching the wrapping last time. I can't say that I blame you. It was a little bit slow last time. Well, this is brilliant. Frith, look. This is so cool. Ooh, I know what we'll do. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Like this. We'll spin round. This is very, very awesome. Got my logo and the name on there as well. Yes. It is all there. How did you even get those? I didn't send the PNG files or anything. So how did you manage to get them and hook them into it? That's what I want to know. What kind of wizardry is this? Pull that one up to there. Like that. Let's see if we can do this. See if we can do it. Yes, customize. We want to go there. Is it available in another color? Let's go with... I think all of these have... Those three don't have meaning. Pink is breast cancer awareness, and I don't know what these two are. I think these two do have meaning as well. I'm not quite sure what they are. We're going to go with the pink, and we'll customize that one. Yeah. Right, let's see if it works also in the pink, or if it's just in the black on this one. It might just be on the black. You may not have had time to... I think you've actually got to, like, alter all of them. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going for the pink, the breast cancer awareness one, because unbeknownst to a lot of people, men can also get breast cancer. And it's not something that is widely talked about or widely known. Yes! Ha-ha! We have it on this one as well. Oh, this is fantastic. So, yeah, I do like to make sure that it's known about. All right? It's something that is... people are aware of, that men can get it as well. It's not just something that affects women. I mean, yes, it's I think it's like 90% women that do get it, but men can be affected by it, and I know this from personal experience, not me personally, but someone who was... I'm not going to go into it in too much detail, but someone I know had it and is no longer with us. So, yeah, for me, it is a bit of a personal thing, and... whenever it does come up, I just like people to be aware that it can affect everybody. So it's... men, you need to check yourselves as well. You do. It's something that can affect you as well. It may seem a little bit odd, but it can affect you. So, back to FS17. We have the ability to name the horses. Okay, which means that anybody who is a named Thrift Guardian in the Great Book of Names will be able to get their name on into the videos in Farming Simulator 19, which is just fantastic. This is absolutely awesome. This is something I am extremely delighted about, because I've been using people's names a lot in the City Skyline series. Everybody who's in the book is in the City Skyline series. I use you in my World of Warcraft series as well. I've been naming my pets after you. I'm slowly working through the names, but that's going to take quite a bit longer to get through the names on that one. But now I have a way to actually put you into Farming Simulator as well, and this is going to be awesome, because I'm kind of liking the idea. I think we've got like 70 names at the moment. So I do kind of like the idea of having something like... I like the idea of having 70 horses and naming all of them, so that you can, all of you, see your names all lined up there in Farming Simulator 19. I think that would be absolutely brilliant. It would genuinely delight me if I would be able to do that for you all. I'm still grinning like a schoolboy over this. This is just fantastic. And I also do appreciate you speeding it up a little bit more. I'm guessing this was so you could test it, but I'm certain this must be faster than it was previously. I only had it like ×2 speed, I think, but I'm sure this is faster than normal. This is faster than I had it last time. That's going insanely fast. But we've got the full... I'm tempted to go and get... I'll tell you what, we'll change the colour when we do this again. When we after we finish baling the next lot, then we'll change the colour. So we'll just get that bale right there, and that one there as well. There we go. Right, you can wrap. So we can see, you can see my name on there. And then you got the logo on that side. See that logo there? See how it's all kind of textured? I do need to do some work on that, because that texturing, I want to get rid of that. I want it to be a bit plainer than that. So I am going to be altering that logo ever so slightly. The Frithgar itself, though, is looking pretty good. That's pretty much how I want it, and how I'm planning for it to stay. I wasn't planning to be changing that one. So what do we got? We got 4 black ones here, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pink ones. So yeah, the name on this side is absolutely fine, but the one on that side, I just wanted to like tidy it up a little bit, change it slightly. So that it's slightly cleaner and smoother, so it doesn't have that rough texture on it. I think having that texturing in it was a mistake, something that I did when I first designed it, and then we've never actually changed it. Me and Sen sort of designed that a long time ago now, back when I first started the channel, I think. Okay, we'll come along here, and we're just going to drop that one down there. I know that we've got the wood chips there. I was hoping to hold those for a great demand, but I now realise that it's going to be, you know, we're not going to get to a great demand, really, are we? We do have great demands, and I did go and look in the files to see if there was the wood chips one was coming up, but that's not, it's not next, so I couldn't see beyond that. So what do we got with these bales? On this side, I see. Right, so when you auto-load them onto the trailer, my name goes sideways on. I love this. I cannot begin to describe how much I love this. This is so cool. Look at my name on there. I wonder if when they unload, they will be in this position or if they will be the other way up. It's the only question now is what direction will they be when it's unloaded? Will they be on their flat or will they be on their side like that? We've got 4 more here which will go above those black ones there. So we'll very quickly grab these and then we're going to unload them onto the ground so that we can see how it looks. There we go. Dave Davidson, you, sir, are a legend. And no, I will not be sharing this mod because it's a alteration of an existing mod. It's not a new and original mod. I will not ever share alterations of mods. I will only share new and original mods. I do make that quite clear right from the start. But look at that. That is... I love this. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Thank you very much. You've absolutely made my week, you have, with this. This is so cool. And even the little logo, that I love this. It is making me want to tidy up that logo a lot more now. I really do. I really want to tidy that up and make it look cleaner. I don't want to change the shape at all. And the kind of the darker grey there moving to the lighter grey is how I want it. What it was a transition between the grey there over to the lighter grey, and then we've got the blue around the outside, which is shaded as well. That's also got like transitions on it, and you can see I've done the similar thing with this. You've sort of got a light transition up in the top corner of the letter there, down to a dark transition down in the bottom corner of the letter down there. And I can't remember exactly how we did it over on the other one. And then you've got the opposite with the grey on the inside. So it's dark there going to light down there. And that was quite deliberate. It was a deliberate effect that I picked out because I felt that the contrast worked quite nicely. I was very pleased with that. And it came out really well on this one. But because I went and put this texturing in on this one, it doesn't look very good, does it? It kind of looks too pixelated. But I reckon that I'm going to need to do this at some point. I do need to tidy that up. And if you look, that crescent on the bottom there is kind of a bit crooked as well. That also needs to be tidied up a bit. Quite frankly, that logo is looking pretty sorry for itself. I do need to do a lot of work on that. I will tidy it up. I will do it. I'm not planning to change the logo. I just need it to look tidier, more neat. It's clean. The actual name bit over on this side, it looks clean. I like it. But the logo itself doesn't look very clean. Now, we'll bring this up to here, I think, and see, I want it in the sunlight. Actually, I'm just going to put the Frithgar bit in the sunlight because that does look quite cool. And we'll go to, well, we want to stop unload. Oh, no, I want to do... Now it's gone all weird because I unloaded and then it moved it. Okay, never mind. So we stop loading, and then we B to do that. There we go. Right, and then we do that. It's going to stay sideways on. They're not going to go the right way up. But this is just awesome. We've got... I love it. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Genuinely, amazingly awesome that I've got my name... my channel name right there. This is not just my channel name. This is my name as well. This is I've been Frithgar for years now. It's been my gamer tag. It's kind of many cultures around the world that you pick your own name, right? You do. You when you become an adult, you pick your own name, and it's something that doesn't really happen in Western society, but except for gamers. Gamers will pick their own gamer tag when they come of age. Some of them will pick a gamer tag at 13 and then regret it for the rest of their life because they can't change their PlayStation name. But many will pick a gamer tag when they're slightly older and they stick with that name for the rest of their lives. And this is my name. I am Frithgar. Every game I ever play, I am Frithgar. And it's kind of my other name. So I have 2 names. I have my legal name, my birth name. Which is Craig, by the way. I know that many of you do know that, but yeah, my birth name is Craig. I'm not telling you any more than that. But Frithgar, or Frith, is my gamer tag, and more people know me as Frith than know me as Craig. A lot more know me as Frith. And even a lot of people who know me by both names still call me by my gamer tag, because that's the one I prefer. I actually prefer to be called that one than my legal name. Just because that's what I'm known by so many people who I know and like, and it's just kind of a thing now. That's who I am. That's my name. Actually, I don't want to start down here. I want to go and start over the other side just to make sure that we don't drive into the lake or something equally obscene. So seeing my name, and it is my name, seeing my name in the game like this is just absolutely fantastic. That has really genuinely made my week. So Dave Davidson, thank you very, very much. That is absolutely wickedly awesome, and I really, really do appreciate that. That is so cool. I cannot begin to describe how pleased I am to see that on there. That was just awesome. And I'm hoping we'll be able to do the same in FS19. It would be absolutely brilliant. And with square bales as well, because we've got a square bale wrapper as well now, haven't we? That's going to be in the base game. Obviously, we can't do that. Well, actually, we can. If anybody knows how to actually create the mod from scratch by taking the in-game machines and then altering them slightly, that's creating a mod from scratch, and I would be happy to put that, well, obviously, supply links. Not links that put it through anything that's going to download dodgy software. So I think it's uploaded.net. I don't like that website at all. I don't share links from it anymore. I used to, but people have actually picked up something nasty from there. Because anybody who's inexperienced with clicking on those links, you get lots of pop-ups coming up saying, oh, you need to click here, your computer is infected, that sort of thing. And yes, it is because of inexperience with a computer, but at the same time, I'm not going to have people who watch this channel potentially being able to completely mess up their computer. So yes, I would be more than happy to share links, and well, obviously, if you've made me a mod that'll do that and put my name on the side of the machinery, that would just be awesome. Oh, okay. Now I've just had a vision. I've had a megalomaniac vision. Right, we have a whole range of machinery that is in hot pink. You remember the hot pink that we had in the Stab and Back series? Yes, we have that hot pink that we had the tanker in, and I think I've actually got that one in here. It's in the custom road train pack in here, look. And we went to the tankers here, and then you go to the main colour, and that hot pink there. And so I had the tankers. I used the tanker, the milk tanker, and we used that hot pink in the Stab and Back series. So hot pink like that in the game. But not just one thing. We have a whole fleet of machinery in hot pink with Frithgar down the side of it. That would be quite a sight. That really would. I'm kind of thinking that would suit a series like this, where we do it on super hard mode, really slow play all the way through, but we slowly build up our fleet of hot pink machinery with Frithgar down the side of it. That would be absolutely spectacular. Just a big long line of machines all the way through. Tree harvester? Yeah, brilliant. There's your tree harvester. So let's go and have a look at this. This would be so brilliant. It really would. Tree harvester right there. And it doesn't do a bigger picture. It's slightly bigger, I suppose. But yeah, tree harvester with... The whole thing is in, well, I don't know, maybe just like black with hot pink, but then you've got Frithgar down Frithgar on the boom up there, and maybe Frithgar on the paintwork on the back, or something like that. Seriously, I'm sounding like a real megalomaniac here now, like serious, like all kinds of serious issues. I really have. This is brilliant. Oh my goodness me! This would be quite interesting. See, and then we could have like our pickup truck with hot pink, of course. It's got to be in hot pink, And then you have the Frithgar down the side, maybe splashed across the bonnet or something like that. Who knows? Same with the tractors. We go and feed the animals. We jump into our tractor and we use our Silo King Trailed Line Duo 1814 in hot pink with Frithgar splashed across the side. That would be insane. It would be utterly ludicrous, but at the same time, I think it would be I don't know if I would be able to play the series in any way serious or not. I don't know if I'd be able to make it into a serious series. I think I would struggle to do a serious series with that. Helper J is blocked. How are you blocked by an object already? What are you blocked by? Oh, you're not. It was just where I jumped out of the tractor. Okay, so you're not actually blocked by anything at all. You're just being difficult. Now, let's bring this one over here, and we'll start it up like that. We'll go and grab that little bit there. See, we come down here with our hot pink Ford, and our hot pink Deutz for round Bale, all with Frithgar written on it. That would be be genuinely hilarious. It really would. I'm not sure, though, that it would... I don't know how well that would work. If you think about this seriously, I don't know how well that would work to have the entire range of Farming Simulator 19 machinery all given a hot pink paint job with Frithgar decals written down the side. And I suppose, actually, you wouldn't need to alter the machine itself to hot pink. You would just... sort of give it an extra option, give it an extra paint option for hot pink, and on top of an extra paint option for hot pink, you would also have a decal option where Frithgar was just added onto it. Is this one going to roll away, or is it going to stay put? It's going to stay put. Right, that's good. Yeah, it's sort of something along those lines, so then it wouldn't be all that difficult, but... oh, the possibility... Suddenly, the possibilities are endless. And it could all be kind of released and posted up on whichever modding sites, because Giants do actually allow... They're quite happy for you to take the in-game machines and alter them like that. I've seen loads and loads of them that have been just taken and one tiny little bit has been altered on them. Not very much at all. Most of it has been left exactly as it is, but they've just added a detail or changed a detail and then... uploaded the mod, and loads of people use it and like it, because the mod itself is well made. It's one of Giant's own machines. It's just a couple of alterations from their machines have then turned the mod into something that is altogether different. And that could be incredibly entertaining, I feel. I don't know. Give me your opinions down below. What would you think of a series just like this? So we were doing like a hard mode, well, super hard mode series like this. So slow play where I'm showing everything like I'm doing here. I don't think we're actually going to get to combining, are we? Because I've gone for a second round of cutting instead of selling the wood chips and going for the combine that way. I don't think we're going to be able to do a actual round of combining, unfortunately. Unless... I don't know if we've got enough money to be able to buy a direct drill. We can sell... See, selling the wood chips is... We're going to need something to pick them up. Whatever we use to sell the wood chips, we still need something to pick them up. So I don't know if it would work. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. What would you think of a series where we got all... well, I say most, if not all, of the machinery in hot pink. Whether or not it's got Frithgar splashed down the side of it is a completely different matter. But if they all had paint options and we used hot pink for every single machine that we had on the map in an entire series. Personally, I'd really like it. I think it could be highly entertaining. But what do you think? What are your opinions on having that in-game? Would it be something you'd enjoy seeing, or do you think... Nope, that might be just pushing it a little bit too far and it wouldn't really be for you. Let me know in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. And also, we just back that up down there. Is there anything else you'd like to see? Is there anything else you would like to see me try to do with a series in the future? Whether it's a like super hard mode series like we're doing with this one, or a normal play series? Is there anything in particular you'd like to see me doing? If so, let me know down below. That would be awesome. I spoke to you last week about, besides the whole political thing, which I shouldn't really have done, I did also speak to you about dreams and what you'd like to do with your lives and where you see yourself in 10 years' time or 15 years' time or whatever. And I was really amazed by the number of people that responded to that and told me all your hopes and dreams and things that you'd like to do in the future and things you'd like to see in the future. It was absolutely brilliant. And yes, I don't get a chance to reply to everything, but I do read them all, okay? Sometimes I'm so pushed for time that I definitely don't have time to go and reply to comments. Sometimes it's just a case of quickly scan through them all, and see, it's the thing. I've always used the heart thing, you know, the one where it says I've liked your comments rather than just a thumbs up. I've always kind of used that as a special notice rather than just like a general thing that I put onto every comment. Try to use it as a special notice, but I do find myself using it more and more lately, and I sort of think that maybe it sort of devalues it slightly if I keep doing that. So I try not to use it too much, purely because I don't want to devalue the value of the, like, that heart sort of response. Does that make any sense to anybody? I kind of hope it does, because I barely understand what I'm trying to say myself. Anyway, we have run out of time for today's episode, so we're going to have to leave this one, and we're going to come back to it in tomorrow's episode. Let me just drop that one. Hang on, swivel around a little bit. There we go. Drop that one down there. And I will press H on that just to get it started. There we go. Right. And he's away. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.